What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Today, a battle out of the AFC between the Denver Broncos and the Miami Dolphins. Ball teed up, Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And here we go from Miami. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. This is complete. It's Davis. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom. Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Flushed out of the pocket. He's keeping it. And all we can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on 1st down.
You know, sometimes, and you've heard this from a lot of the great coaches, know when to lose a battle to win the war. And that time, just simply not taking a loss, pretty big deal for the offense.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. He'll work against the blitz. Broken out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyler Newman. And the Dolphins will take over as he records his first interception of our season. I gotta imagine facing the defense in the bottom half of the league had these guys excited, Brock. But cue the old record scratch sound effect as that defense forces an opening drive turnover.
Yeah, just a reminder for this quarterback that decision-making each and every week is at a premium. And don't look at the stats. Study your opponent.
Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. There it is. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins don't need long to take a 6-0 lead.
Shouldn't take long for somebody to get this game off and running, pun intended. But there's a lot of rounds left to fight and punches to be thrown. Sure feels good, though, to be the first one to land that haymaker.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Knowles sent in motion left. He gives here to the motion man. And he only picked up about 3 yards there before they got to him. It's 2nd down. Lamar now from the gun. Ooh, would have been a big gain connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
They don't complete a high percentage of these, but even the incomplete deep shots serve a purpose. It keeps the defense honest, knowing if they overcommit close, they could get burned.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. They'll air it out on third. Oh, should have had another one there. Defense getting opportunity after opportunity to pick it off. 2 in a row now, slipped away. On fourth down, Broncos going to call on Jeremy Crawshaw here to punt. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. Begins his return at the 16. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Lofts it deep right side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with though here. We got 2nd down.
You know what I like about this shot down the field, Kate? Keeps the defense honest. They know defensively, if we overcommit, we could get burned deep.
2nd and 10, still at the 28. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And that one doesn't get him much, giving maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. Now we see after that play, one of the Broncos having a little bit of trouble out there. They're going to head out to look at him. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. He's going deep this time. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's 2nd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate. That was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Offense wins zone read, but what a read by the defense. They blow it up for a loss of 4. Jackson now, 3rd and long. Hauled in down the sideline. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll run it with Travion Henderson. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Offense to the line, 2nd down. Putting a receiver in motion. Here's Jackson to throw. He rolls to his right. He takes it himself. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Jackson now on 3rd. Thrown all the way to the end zone here. We'll put way too much on that one, Brock. The end zone and out.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and third downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed. Okay, that's pretty cool. Pretty big kick for him. Actually, a new season long. And when you do that, guess what happens? You're going to get called upon from that distance yet again.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. He fields it from the 8. Showing a little burst so far. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
At their own 35-yard line.
Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Go.
Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
That run may not have gotten you a first. Sure, nice little run.
Second and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Another run for Williams. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
Pass play coming here. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
And the Dolphins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Up the gut they go with Williams. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ready? Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Cougar 19. Check.
They're throwing it. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
3rd and long for him here. He puts some air under it deep down the left. He's got it inside the 10. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Set. 60 Eagle.
Williams punches it in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins get 6 more on their early advantage.
Okay, to put this first quarter in perspective a little bit, add a little context. You know, the single season rushing touchdown record is 28. 28 in 17 games. LT did it 16 back in the days, but he's got 2 already here in the first quarter.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Mika Fitzpatrick has got it.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So 1st down from the 41.
Hawk 7. Hawk 7. Watch out. 18. Right in. Come on. Set. 18 Cardinal.
Airing it out to start this drive. Escapes out to the left. Throwing for the back of the end zone. And this finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins parlay the interception into points. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, Kate,
Pressure off left, and it's blocked. Up to the races, middle of the field. Reaches the 40. Hits the 20. And they return it all the way back for 2 to minimize the sting of that opposing touchdown.
well, I know you, Kate, and you know me, and I think we would both sign up for this kind of track meet. One side of it scampers all the way down the field with a big play. The other side, they don't hang their head for a second. Instead, they block it, and they scamper it all the way back the other way for 2 on the board.
This our last play of the quarter. Henderson on his own read. And he manages to get back to the line, but no further, as we're at the end of 1. So we're through 1. The Dolphins out to an early advantage. Back to Miami in just a moment. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They start out 2nd and 10. Now Jackson off the play action. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force 4th down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
He's got it at the 24. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
At their own 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33. Shotgun snap, they'll throw. And he put everything he's got behind it. He's got it inside the 25. And he will take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins keep their drive alive and reach Pater 1 play later.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid, let's get him running.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins throw the lead now to 22 points. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he won't opt to bring this one out. He's content to keep it there in the end zone. They'll start their drive at the 35. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Back now, pressure coming. And this one is launched downfield. Brought in inside the 20. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos cut the lead down to 15. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Has this at the 6. Making some progress here. Races past midfield. Into the red zone. Touchdown on an incredible return. Well, when it's set up perfectly Exactly, Brock. And you get an exciting return man back there fielding it. Wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas.
And that's no good. His second missed extra point of the day. So now after his second missed point after the game, he's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered creating that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Design run. Jackson keeping it. He takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's 3rd down.
And that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in my double digits, and they nearly got it there.
Buying some time right. He finds his running back on a deep shot. Nicely done. All the way. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. That one right down the middle. And the Broncos get it back to a 14-point game.
Broncos 19.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. A pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And a power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. And a more aggressive call on 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground with Williams. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
19, Tiger, check smash, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, cut 19,
3rd down from the gun. Forced out to his right. He's making a bid for it. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield strike block as he set out. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway. Ugh.
Pass play on 1st and 10. And this is lofted deep down the middle. And he's got it. It's in close. And he's in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Here's R.J. Harvey on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, brother, it's another interception. interception. And the Dolphins get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up first and 10. Give to Williams from the gun. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Offense in the hurry up here.
A loss of 2 brings up second and 12 at the 40-yard line.
Here's a throw. Has him on the quick hitter. He dodged the tackle. And he takes it down to the 33. It's a pickup of 26. And it's going to be first down Miami.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
First down now, ball at the 33. Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide, wide open.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Escapes the pocket. And he'll just throw this away, Brock, and that's going to bring us to our 2-minute warning. We'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. Motioning right is Egbuka. Second down, Jackson to pass. Buys time, rolling right. And it is intercepted, but he couldn't stay in bounds. Ooh. Offense catches a break there.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Here he goes, third and long. It's a big strike downfield to Egbuka. He's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that game.
And the Broncos first down.
Jackson yet again. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
But even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Lamar throwing again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you shouldn't do it.
And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up fourth. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run third down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up fourth down. Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. He gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10.
Let's go. 72, Viking,
Straight ahead with Williams. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and
It's a
4.
sweep. He pops the pass forward. And he's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's third down now.
Down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up third and 2.
Let's go now. 18, 19, Buffalo 18. Trap 60, trap 60.
There he is on third and short. Chased out to his right. Making the call himself. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So first down from the 41. Dropping back to throw. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face second down. Throwing from the gun here. Lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. Has it down close. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins get more points to end a lopsided first half. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Dolphins grow their lead yet again.
Dolphins 47, Broncos 19.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the
Their
half.
own 35-yard line.
Only 10 seconds remaining here, so first and 10 may be our last snap of the half. Looking to throw. He finds his running back, Henderson. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. They can try for some points going into the break. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Throwing here just before halftime. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos narrow the lead entering halftime.
Touchdown, Denver.
No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned. It's 6 in the end.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll throw. That's caught by Williams. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel it in.
It's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd down, looking for options. Getting out to his left. Cut out left. And they hit big there on that 2nd down. Let's see if this play holds up or not, though. We've got a penalty flag down. They come to the line here, 3rd and 6. They'll throw, 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And they're up against it. 4th down coming up.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Henderson. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Lamar now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. Oh, the football's loose. And the offense recovers. They can still advance it. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Well, he had a chance to pull up and avoid the hit, Brock, but we knew the outcome from the moment he decided not to and made contact. That flag came out. Oh, an exceptionally painful penalty as it sets up 1st and 10 now inside the red zone. From the red zone now. Rolling left, buying some time. And now he just gets rid of it, but he was still in the pocket. Can't do that, so they're going to have to call grounding. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because he nailed that one.
Some yardage lost and 1st down lost too with that grounding flag. This is 2nd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's running with it. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
I mean, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day. He's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the 1st down.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line. 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. Just can't finish the play.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
So even after the near turnover, Brock, offense still getting the call here. It's 4th down. 4th down, pass coming. And he's got it. Touchdown, Denver. Broncos start the 2nd half with some needed points. Setting up to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos get it back to a 14-point game.
Broncos 33.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And this looking up towards the dome. Can't bring it in clean.
at their own 35-yard line.
Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Williams. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Looking right, and he finds him. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Let's go now. Like you need to.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. On the move, headed right. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And they drop him with a big hit, but it's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Cougar 19, go.
Williams now on 1st and 10. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Check, Panther. Go.
A handoff to Williams. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
3rd and 5.
Here we go. Panther 11, Panther 65.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. They've got themselves a 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Goal to go. It's a pass play. Flush out now to his left. Into a crowd. And intercepted. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. Oh, man, Brock. They decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity that looks in that close, particularly as we get through the 2nd half. But once you get, you have to finish with points.
Completed to his running back. This gets up past the 20. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. That one now some 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shredding paper. Shredding the slopes, or dude shredding a defense just like that.
1st and 10. Here's Jackson. No, they get him yet again. Minka Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Dolphins take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So 1st down from the 41. Back to work after throwing the pick. Complete out to the right. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. They strike for 23 yards. And that is the Dolphins' 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one. More than likely for more games to come.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Harvey now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. He puts some juice on the deep. It connects on the deep shot. And he will take this down near the opposing 35-yard line.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. What a difference it can make for an offense.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
That one falls incomplete, but our attention's still behind the line. He got cleaned after that throw and drew the instant flag. Oh, an exceptionally painful penalty as it sets up first and 10 now inside the red zone. They'll run here following the penalty. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. Second down. Looking quickly here.
Aiden Hutchinson on the tackle. A gain of a yard.
He'll throw off the play fake.
Second and 9.
Right side, no has it. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
Complete to Jalen Noel. That's a gain of 5.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Throws caught. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Broncos first down.
A touchdown aside and at frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's Broncos football as we near the end of what has been a largely one-sided game. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Goal to go, they're passing. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. You take away the deeper options, well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Jackson's going to throw again. Escapes out to the left. And he's got it. Has a way out for it, but touchdown. The Broncos get it back to within 2 possessions. Kicking team on to try the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Broncos get it back to a 14-point game. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready? 60 by 6, 19 line.
They're going play action. Hits him on the out route. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They get 27 on the play. And it's going to be first down Miami.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
On the handoff, this is Williams. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
At the 28-yard line.
He's going to throw it. Escapes the pocket. On the run, deep down the left side. And he can't hang on. Touchdown in his arms. But it slips through. Second down coming up. Pass play now. Caught quickly on the slant. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
On third down, here's Williams. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Give him 8 on that one. And that is the Dolphins' first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the gun, a carry by Williams.
There's absolutely nothing he could do in that situation. Okay, defense broke through so quickly they had him dead to rights soon after he got the ball in his hands.
14-yard line.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's second and 11. Back to throw now. And this is a Miami touchdown. The Dolphins have likely locked up the win right there. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have work it. Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. No change to the call on the field, so that play is going to remain a touchdown. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Dolphins stretch their lead to 21.
Broncos 40.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. Starting on the ground with Henderson. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
From the gun, Jackson. Headed out right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. First down from the 41.
And the Broncos first down.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. And the Dolphins are going to get to him. He is dropped. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
13 yards. It's second down.
They give now to Henderson. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
Taken down right.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Not an enviable spot as they come up. Third and long. Here he goes. Third and long. Now hit, and Jackson loses the ball. But the Broncos will get it back. Woo, it's up play to recover that one. 4th and forever coming up. Desperation time here. He's trying to push the field. And that's incomplete in the end zone. Could have been 6 points, but as that one falls, Brock, instead just a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
A run with Williams. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. Going left side, Williams with it. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Rolling from the gun here. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the gut they go with Williams. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Throwing from the gun. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
The lead looks safe, but the Penals staying down. They're going for this. And that's going to wind up incomplete as that gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Blitz coming, Lamar. And that one's going to be incomplete. A deep look, unsuccessful. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Third and long for him here. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. So he's knocked away from the intended target. That brings up 4th down.
Read and react. Read and react. Read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Now can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. And this one's swatted away by a defender, so they wait for it unsuccessfully. And now they turn it over on downs.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Jonte Barron has it. And the Broncos get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football's the ultimate team game, but this is a situation.
He's got it inside the 25. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos
First down,
parlay the
Denver.
interception into
The
points.
kicker on for the point after.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos get it back to a 14-point game.
Broncos 47.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Dolphins just about set up here. First and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Forced out to his right. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Okay, this is one of those situations where they've got the lead on the scoreboard, but not the momentum on the field. This is a big third down coming up. Got to seize back a little control and find a way to cut off the comeback.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Here we go. Set. Go.
Throw here, third down. Buys time, rolling right. Looking right, and he finds it. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Check smash. Check smash. 79 Broncos. Warriors 70.
Fourth down, pass coming. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
That's one right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. So second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Jackson trying to get on second down. Trying to push deep downfield. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown! I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right.
Coming in from the right, and they blocked it! They blocked it! Ooh, and I think he envisioned this one going all the way back for 2, but they're able to track him down and limit the damage to just that blocked kick. So everything comes down to this onside kick with less than a minute to go. And the Dolphins were all over that kick. This game is over. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes first and 10. They're going to pass it here. This one taken in by Kraft. That should clinch the win for the Dolphins. That's enough for a first down.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10. Setting up to pass. That one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. That throw doesn't lead to 6, and it's going to be second down.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Here he is to throw. He gets this down to the 13-yard line. To set this up quick.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Back to throw. And this is into the end zone, but incomplete. It was a win no matter what. They decided, hey, let's try for another touchdown, the knee it out. Either way, this one's over. So in the end, it's a Dolphins win here. And they're able to run this winning streak to 3.
When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check, and you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air, don't ever disrespect. I got you all in check. Bust the rhymes up in the place, true indeed. Yes, I got the record, that's word on my feed. I'm guaranteed to give you what you need. One blood, everybody like Junior Reed. Wake up every morning, yo, I must succeed. Nationwide knockouts make the world stampede. Yo,